Good morning. Thanks for joining me out here at Transwest Truck Trailer RV in Frederick, Colorado. We got a chilly morning, but we got a really nice pre-owned coach here for you. It's a 2025 Palazzo GT 33.6. It's a 34-foot, 11-inch coach, so it's a small guy. Pretty light, but it's a 12.3 high. Width is 8.5 inches. It's a Thor. It's very entry level. It's only got 11,000 miles on it, but we took it in on trade. And I thought I would bring it out this morning because it's great for the person who maybe coming up from a gas A or even a C and want to get into a nice diesel pusher that's late model, low mile, real simple. It's going to have your propane furnaces. It's not going to be a Newmar by any stretch. It's not going to be doesn't have hydronic heat or anything like that. So it's going to be kind of the same systems you used in your fifth wheels. Or maybe your gassers, maybe your Baystar. But if you want to try out an affordable diesel pusher and everything that comes with that, this would be the coach. It's affordable, it's nice. They've done some pretty cool design features on it. As you see, it's full body paint. We have black, gray, that nice little blue accent, but we also have these beautiful black American racing wheels. So they've tried to kind of dress this guy up. It's a very, very good looking coach for a Thor. We're starting to see some of these coaches go to these blackout packages, and Thor hasn't missed the boat on that. All the black badging, black mirrors, again, the black wheels. Just a pretty good, it's just a great looking little coach going down the road. Once we go through it in our shop, it'll actually be even better, I would say, the guy who first bought it. Because we go through these coaches, top to bottom, front to back, make sure that they're gonna work for you when you get it. So we'll just go ahead and start up here. Windshield's in great shape. A nice big windshield wipers. Those got a nice little 6,000 watt quiet diesel generator in there. It's only got like 32 hours on it, so it hasn't been run very much. But it's powering the coach right now. It's real quiet. And when you're in a diesel pusher, you've got that up front and your motor in the back. So it's a lot better than those generators that are under the beds and what have you. So we'll just go ahead and start working our way around this way. You'll notice there's not a door here. Most diesel pushers have a door that flanks the passenger. This one does not, so it's got a mid-entry, and a lot of people like that with this guy. Nice little FRP compartments here. Slam latch doors. Nice little window for the pet. If you're gonna have a little dog ride with you, you can look outside going down the road. We got 90 gallons of fuel. You can fill it from both sides. Here's one of them right here. I got another little compartment there for storage. I do have the airbags lowered. This is an air ride. It's got a Freightliner chassis, so a lot of that good same bones that are in our nice stuff here. I do have it lowered, so the step is a little bit closer to the ground, easy to get in and out of. That's a pretty easy thing to do. I'll show you inside. There's some pass-through storage here. You see those big frame rails there? They're all Freightliner. You do have a nice little power source here. Here's our furnace. This is going to heat the coach. It is a propane furnace. And behind that's a water tank, and that water tank is going to be a 95-gallon tank. So plenty of fresh water for this little guy. This one's been equipped with the outside entertainment package, so you've got the Insignia TV with the sound bar. Great for tailgating. And this is a great tailgating unit because it's really short. You can get in and out of parking lots real easy. Set this up. Don't have the awning out because it's a little breezy out today, but you do have a nice power awning going and stretched about a 16-foot awning. It does have the side arms. So again, this is about economy and payment. So great there. Yeah, that's the tank. Underneath this is the wardrobe slide, but underneath this slide you have a couple batteries to crank the motor with and some house batteries there. You do have some breakers up there. You can turn the thing off if you don't want it drawing on the batteries. Then you got your inverter over here. Some more electronics. Come around the back side. Good looking cap. You do have your rear camera. 10,000 pounds of towing on this coach. You can pull any kind of tow you'd want. It is a rear radiated coach, so you see that radiator here. Behind that, you have a 300 horse 6.7 turbo Cummins. It's 660 pound-feet of torque. We do have our dipsticks to check our trans and our oil. Our coolant fill here. Little diagnostic port. Check our air filter there. And again, 300 horse on this guy. Great looking graphics on this coach. Nice big visible tail lights. Here's our breather for our air filter. And we got our power cord there. Here's our Suburban inline hot water heater. And we have our DEF tank. With diesel, you have DEF, so that's going to keep your exhaust nice and clean for the environment. Another look at those racing wheels. Here's our wet bay. Real simple, just gravity dumps, water filter, outdoor shower, and our filled selector there. So really simple, nothing crazy. It's a great transition from those fifth wheels that you've been pulling, or maybe that gasser that you've been using. Real super simple there. Then we have a really nice little storage here. Comes from both sides. Little suicide door there. As you see, there's our power cord. Got a little hanger there, but again, nice pass through for longer items there. Then we have our 25-gallon propane tank, and this is going to run the water heater, the furnace. Then up here we have our hydraulic pump for our levelers. We have our windshield wiper fluid, and we have that little pull handle if we want to access that that generator there. Nice black mirrors. You do have blind spot cameras on both. You can see if anyone's coming on your flank before you turn. Nice high visibility headlights. You also have running fog lights on the bottom. That's the outside of this little guy. Let's go check out the inside. This is the first 25 Palazzo I've seen, and they have taken some liberties here. They've tried to enhance the decor. Got the slides open, which you'll notice right off the bat, you got two-tone cabinets, solid surface countertop. You have induction cooktop. We'll get into some of that. We'll start in the bedroom back here. This has got one of those beds that you have to be open to use. So that's the one thing. And so it's a nice little queen bed. It's on a lift. Just go ahead and put it down with the switch right here. Move your bed up, and there you go. And you can make it from all three sides. Nice little headboard here. Plenty of lights under here for reading. Couple things. Let me put this back up. You do have those little black rings on both nightstands are USB ports. So if you want to charge your electronics, you can do so. But it's also nice to sit here. Right behind you, you got a nice little TV, kind of hanging off the ceiling there. Got some pillows here, some nice shelves. You also have hanging wardrobe space here, over there. I'll show you in a minute. You got nice little light stands with drawers here. These are definitely pull down. They're not mechanical, but these windows do open for some cross breeze. I'll switch places here. A lot of storage in this little guy. For 35 footer, you got plenty of spaces. That can be like a dresser, or you can take these out, hang more stuff if you want more hanging goods. Great big drawers here. Four of them right there. A lot of good space there. Here's a ladder to get on the bed that I'll show you up front. But more, again, more hanging space if you need it. Underneath the bed here, or let's go above the bed real quick. Got some storage up here. There's the comforter for it. But yeah, great storage up there. Underneath here, you've got your power, your breakers. You got your 12 volt and you got your 110 there. Everything's labeled. Shouldn't have any problems finding that panel or getting to stuff that you need to. Over here we have, it looks like what would be a washer and dryer cabinet. This hasn't been opted with that, so something we can look into if you want to add that. I don't see any plumbing. It may not be possible, but these do come out. You can make more storage here for hanging stuff. Coming over here, we do have a nice little door here to kind of give you some privacy in the bedroom if you have people staying up front here. You come into the galley area, you've got another hanging space. So got a big wardrobe. This would be the coach for sure. Like traveling with a bunch of hanging stuff. There's some extra water filters for that wet bay down there. A lot more drawers here. And we have our pantry right there. We have kind of a shallow cabinet. I don't know, maybe spices. Something to hang there, maybe an apron or two. But nice little way to finish that wall off. And before we get to the kitchen, we'll look at this bathroom. Really like the bathroom in this guy. The shower really looks nice for a one-piece insert. I'm 6'1", plenty of headroom. Nice little residential faucet on a wand. Got places for your shampoo. Nice little design. It's not just a white plain shower, but the door really, nice little door here. Gets in and out of the way real nice without swinging into your bathroom. We've got a lot of counter space in here. A Dometic porcelain commode. All that medicine cabinet there. Some high-end artwork. And some more storage there. Beautiful stainless steel sink. Everything, nice little heater vent there. Just a real simple coach. You got nice vinyl floors in here. They're gonna wear the campsites. Got a little dirty because it's a little bit wet out today, but nice little robe or towel hooks there. You do have a fantastic fan in here. That thing on the wall there is to control your hot water there. And then you also have got the main center in this guy, so we can look at light mass. This is kind of the entry level, the first screen, the home screen. You've got all your tank levels, generators running. You have block heater. Here's some climate information. We can actually move this front bunk back. I'll do it up there, but we also have all our electronics, our master lighting plan, our climate, our fans. We have mid-bath and we have kitchen. Here's our slides and our awning. And then we can also download a mobile app, use this on our phone. Also set up screen brightness and just how you want this thing to present itself. But that's how we run a lot of the stuff in the coach. Switching places over here to the galley, we do have induction cooktop. So a lot of the all-electric coaches have the same cooktops, and we have that here. Nice convection microwave where we can actually bake in. A lot of the same you get in the higher-end coaches. Nice tile backsplash. That's real tile, so they've stepped up there. We've got some nice drawer space. Real long drawers, nice easy glide. That's just an access panel. Do you have a little place for scrubbies for our undermount sink? And we got a lot of storage under there. Great place to put pots and pans, what have you. Great little kitchen window so we can see outside while we're cooking. A little bit of storage up there. Storage up there. Then of course we have these drawers, this bank of drawers right here. We do have a power stick here. It's out of the way real nice, great for coffee makers. You do have USB and USB-C there. And a little bit better look at that tile backsplash. Coming over here, nice big contour residential fridge. Got the ice maker. It's up off the ground. You're not bending over to get to your stuff in here. For a little guy, this is a nice big fridge. Come over here to the booth. It is a sleeper. It also has some USBs that you can plug in, a little hub around here. Nice little feature there. You just pop this down, fill it in with pillows, and you got a sleeper there. It just locks itself up. One thing to note is you do have tethers for car seats here. So we do have some seat belts back here, but we could also tether a car seat. Not something we see a whole lot in motorhomes, so it's a nice feature. And you've got some drawers here to put some stuff in on both sides. There's our smart TV with our sound bar. We do have day and night shades in these windows here. And of course, here's all your manuals for the coach. While I'm here, I'll show you this bunk here. This is where that ladder goes. Nice little full-size bed up here. I think it's a 300 weight capacity. You do have nets around it so it won't fall off. But yeah, great place for a guest to sleep. Or if you want to put some valuables up there and lock it up, you can do so. It's all power. A lot going on in this little guy. Coming back over here. When you come in, you have a couple things. You have your fire extinguisher. We have our step. We can actually lock it in or out, so it's not constantly cycling. We have a main power shut off. If we want to just shut it off before we go hiking, we can do so. It shuts everything down. We have our little panel here where we can do some of our lighting. We could work on with our awning out there with this guy without going to that panel. We have a light master on and off and our Xantrex inverter there. So another thing, you have a nice little handle here inside and out to get in and out if you need any help doing that. And then you get to a little storage above that door. We also have the storage above our feeder seating. And you'll see some power, some cable, some adjustable shelves. Set that up any way you like it. They stay open while you're loading and unloading. And then you've got the theater seats. Really nice here that you can do that. We can, we've got heat, massage, recliners. We can sit here and watch a movie. Got a nice little stash here for our cookies. Put that bed up a little more. And then these guys just pin in. If you want to lock this guy in, you can just lock these in. So you got pins on both sides. So as they come to the chassis, one thing that's one of my kind of favorite things about this little guy on this Freightliner chassis is you have this little switch here, this little bar right here. So now it's going to air up. But once I get to my campsite, if I want to level, I just hit that and it lowers it to the ground. My steps closer. My jacks don't have to travel as far to level this guy. we've got our nice window that opens here. And this is a Freightliner chassis, so it's gonna a lot like our little 35-foot Ventanas and stuff. You're gonna have your gear shifter on the stock here. You do have adjustable steering. As we turn this on here, we have our digital display, as you see here, just like the new Mars that we sell. A lot of the same design on our thing. See, we have our tire pressure. Let's go back home. We have all these different screens: diagnostic, trip meters, vehicle settings. We've got our PSI on our both axles. It's like we need a little bit of air in one of the tires. Over here on the left, you'll see our electronic leveling. We turn that on, we hit auto level, and it just levels it for you. There's no cranking on any jacks or any of that stuff. That's a nice evolution from a trailer. We do have our mirrors there. We got our boost start. If we run out of our chassis batteries, we can jump off our house batteries there. We got mirror heat there, cap light there. Here's our blinker, and you can see when I put the blinkers on, I've got my my blind spot cameras there. Should stop now. Over here I've got dash fans. These are fans up here to keep this from greenhousing. The generator is running. I've got a docking light. This is my nightshade right there. Privacy and for sun. Cab lights and a map light if I need to do that. Nice little infotainment center. We can put a phone in there. We got Sirius. We've got our cameras, all that good stuff there. There's a little storage there, and we have our HVAC there. That's gonna run like anything else. But real typical, the one thing you will have to do on this guy, you don't do on a gasser, is you don't have a park, so you have a parking brake down here. To get going, you just put it in gear, pop that in, and you're good to go. You just gotta make sure you pull that out when you stop, or the coach will roll forward or backwards. Over here we have, for our co-pilots, a nice little workstation, and you've got power right here, so you can plug in a laptop or what you need. Maybe you can do some emailing going down the road. And that's about it for the Palazzo today. I appreciate you touring it with me. My name is Dean Jones. If you have any questions, you can text me or call me at 720-347-7063. Or you can email me at dean.jones@transwest.com. Stay tuned. I think we have another video coming up, and we'll see you next Friday.